It's a special guest day on Blinded by the Item. We have joining us, our viewers kept name dropping Donna Bowling. And she is from Daily Dose of Donna. She's a former award-winning casting director and the host of the top 10 podcast Daily Dose of Donna on Apple and Spotify. She talks pop culture, celebrity news, reality TV. She also has her Show Up on Video podcast and coaching programs for business owners who want to show up confidently on camera. She's on YouTube, Patreon, Instagram, TikTok. She tells it like it is, and we love her hot takes. Welcome, Donna.
Hi, Donna. Oh, we can't hear Donna.
How
How
are
did I
you?
get muted?
There you go.
There we
Trying
go.
to silence me already.
Never. How are you?
Never.
You know, I just wanted to do this entire thing quietly. Is that okay?
It's not
Yes.
your style. I don't like it.
I'm just going to make you lip read the entire interview. That works for audio, right?
I was
Right.
going to say, and there is a big market in lip reading for celebrities in Hollywood. The tabloids are doing it constantly.
Yeah.
Well, they always do that, right? Like that's the big thing on Daily Mail. They're always like, lip reader says that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are. Yeah.
Yes.
A hot mess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we hope that you're able to play along with us and guess these blind items. Mike does a really good job going through the entire internet of blind items every day and finding those juicy bits of gossip with the names left out.
Looking forward to it.
Good deal.
Love it. Let's get it started. Let's play. And here is our first one today. Fans who saw this bad actress turned reality star at a recent con over the weekend thinks she must have been strung out on some sort of drugs. Either that or she just loves stroking her hair obsessively for hours on end.
Oh,
The fans who saw this bad actress turned reality star at a con this weekend thinks that she was strung out on some sort of drugs or something. Either that or she just loves sitting quietly by herself, stroking her hair obsessively hours on end.
Okay, bad actress.
I was
Bad
thinking
actress
like
turned
reality
reality
star
star.
turned bad actress could have made more sense to me. Bad actress turned reality star. Okay, hold.
Okay,
feel free to ask questions.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the
Oh.
fun part. We can ask questions.
Oh,
you
yeah.
get a ding or a buzz.
Oh.
Usually yes or no
I
questions is
already
how we
know.
do it.
I'm getting
Oh, she's got
What
it.
is it?
Okay,
Well,
what came to you?
because if I'm thinking, so bad actress, we've got a bunch, right? Where do we start? But then reality star. So now we're narrowing down, and in my mind immediately goes to like has-beens, right? No offense, guys, but like the '90s stars. So I'm going to the Denise Richards, Tori Spelling category.
Ooh, good.
Feels like you're on to
Oh, she already got
something.
it.
Which
It's
one you going
Tori.
with? Absolutely.
Nice. See, I would have said Denise Richards, but Tori Spelling, I feel like we haven't heard her name in a while.
But why? Because she's at the '90s con, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Doing the '90s con thing, and according to the blind items, the fans who saw her there were like, she just seems like she might be a little out of it, only strung out on drugs.
loves
Just
her hair
something. But
extensions.
maybe that's what it is. That could be all it is.
Can I tell you guys one thing about Tori Spelling that will
Please.
always shock me no matter
yes.
what? She says that she doesn't drink water. I can't wrap my mind around this. Number one, ew.
Yeah.
Her pee must be so gross.
Yes.
Her breath must smell. Like you have to drink water to function in life. She says she literally lives on soda.
Well, and like, where is she actually living at this point? Because I don't know if you've been following her random journeys, but it seems like over the last 5 years, she's lived in about 30 different places.
Yeah.
That's the reality show I
Yeah.
mean, we don't know. She's from mobile home to rental. I think she's in Woodland Hills in some sort of rental at this point. She's living on a prayer.
Yeah. And that was like the whole topic of one of her podcasts, I remember, because I heard that too. Like, you guys, I don't drink water. And you're like, well, okay. Anything else?
Breaking news.
I know. Exactly.
Yeah, but you got to give her credit. She has managed to get headline after headline. She's got some tabloid hookups to at least get her name in tabloids for literally nothing.
Right.
I'm fascinated by her, though.
Oh, yeah.
Fascinated.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's keep rolling on with another blind item. You got that one right away, Donna. Nicely done. Let's see how this one goes. This band, former reality star, is being reminded of life away from her popular franchise. She is still living the lifestyle of an A-lister, but realizing that a former A-list reality star doesn't quite have the pull or weight she thinks it does or should. This banned former reality star is being reminded of what life away from the franchise is like. She is still living that lifestyle of an A-lister, but realizing that a former A-list reality star doesn't quite have the pull she thinks it should, or does.
Is she a housewife?
She is a housewife.
Did you say banned? B-A-N-N-E-D? Banned?
Yes, yes.
So
Is it Kim
No.
Zolciak?
It is not Kim.
Okay,
So
we can ask like
Yeah.
this is Guess Who, basically.
Absolutely.
Yep, exactly.
Are we in the East Coast or West Coast?
Good question.
It would be West Coast.
Oh.
And so when we're talking banned by a network?
Well, according to maybe the blind items, just not going to be. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. East Coast.
Oh,
my
okay.
apologies.
'cause
I
was
mean,
thinking
Lisa
Lisa
That
Rinna.
changed things a big.
You sound like me
little
with
bit.
geography.
It's actually just me with Housewives. I got to
So
get onto that series.
It's not Lisa Rinna
It
because
is not.
she's okay.
Is it a New York housewife? Do you know enough about housewives?
I know enough now that I am doing the Google searches here that yes, it is an East Coast New York housewife.
Like
It's
banned,
not
but you
Bethany.
No,
and you said banned, not
Yeah.
Banned by
and-
Andy?
I would assume that's yes.
Okay, so banned by Bravo.
Oh.
Who's been banned, Dawn? Dawn is our resident.
Or the band might
Housewives.
just be playing into
Is
the
it Brandy Glanville?
might just be playing
No, she's
into the
she's-
blind eye.
She's Beverly Hills. I mean, the only ones that I can think of, Sonia Morgan had a bad week.
Sonia
Oh.
Morgan had a real bad week. Yeah,
Sonia Morgan didn't pay her $1,000 bill at a restaurant. Is that what you're talking about?
I think that's what the blind item might be referring to. But according to it, Sonia Morgan is being reminded of what life away from the franchise might be like. She is still living that lifestyle of an A-lister, but realizing that a former A-list reality star doesn't quite have the same pull she thinks it does, or maybe should. Yeah, you mentioned the story, Donna. She decided to walk out on a $1,000. Well, there was a $1,000 bill that got delivered to her table. She originally, I think, set it up for a reservation for 3. 5 people showed up.
Okay.
They ran the bill up to $1,000. She's like, no, this will get taken care of. Let me call the owner. And the owner of Tucci said, no, it's not.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you have to pay your bill.
gosh,
Like,
embarrassing.
I'm a reality star.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
was
Where's the
"Someone."
camera crew? Yeah.
Poor
Wow.
Sonia. Sonia's not like in great shape, apparently. Lots of drinking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I recently went to Countess Luann's drag, or well, it's a performance. It's a drag performance, isn't it? And she mentioned Sonia, and she just gives all the tea. So if you get a chance to see that in any city that
She's
you're
on
in,
tour, right?
yeah, she's on tour with her cabaret show.
I hear it's great.
Yeah, it's really great. They play Bravo clips. It's wonderful.
Fun.
Just a heads up, Julie has already emailed us that she is obsessed with the show today and loving Donna.
Oh,
Aw.
Julie, I love
A little
you.
heads up.
Very cool.
What's your favorite Housewives, Donna? Do you have a favorite franchise?
Well, it changes all the time. I mean, my original favorite was always OG Roni. That's Real Housewives of New York. But there's
Yeah.
nothing that beats like season 7, season 8. That's like when it was Luann, Ramona, Sonia, Bethany, Carol. Like you can't go back to that special sauce. So they've tried to reinvigorate it with this new crew. And now it's on pause again. And they're trying to recast it. But I just don't know if you can ever get back to the magic. See, the problem with a lot of these Real Housewives and just Bravo in general is that they're so self-aware that they're on reality TV. But there are shows that still have that magic, like Summer House and The Valley, because they're so unhinged on those shows. They're not all glammed up and they're so like messy.
Real.
Yeah.
The mess is still real.
fresh.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I used to love, like, my only Housewives entry ever was Mob Wives, which doesn't really count, but because they were just so messy and
Yeah.
so over the top.
Yeah.
It's the good stuff.
sure.
When they're so aware and they're
Yeah.
influencers and they don't want to mess up their brands, it's not good
Right.
TV.
Right. We need them falling in the bushes and
There
making
needs
asses
to
of
be
themselves.
someone falling off a chair in every episode.
Right. Exactly.
All right, let's keep rolling on. By the way, that other voice you're hearing, that is Donna. She's from Daily Dose of Donna, and you check her out over on Instagram at This Is Donna.
And she's
Bowling.
killing it.
And she is crushing blind items today. Nicely done.
2 for 2. 2 for 2.
Yes. Let's keep it rolling on here with this one. I think we told you that both changes were terrible ideas back when they happened, but it is pretty ironic that the same week the media company backtracks. So does this A-list musician / producer / actor whose worst project was associated with that very company.
It's a lot of parts.
Well, I think we told you when the changes were made that it was a bad idea when it happened, but it's ironic that the same week this media company backtracks, so does this A-list musician / producer / actor whose worst project was associated with that company.
Oh.
So we've got some backtracking happening here for both a media company and an A-list producer / musician / actor.
We're
Is that
guessing
the
media
Weeknd?
company or we're guessing the musician?
Both,
it's the
and we
Weeknd.
just
Okay.
got the musician is the Weeknd.
You
Okay,
thank
so
God
the-
you got it. I wouldn't
So
have
the
gotten it.
media company, then, you're not just talking about like a TV network or a streamer.
We
'cause-
are.
Oh, we are. Okay.
And one of those,
That awful show.
the worst project for the weekend was
That
What was
creepy
it
thing on
called?
Netflix.
Oh.
was not on Netflix.
Oh, it was not?
Hulu?
It was not on Hulu.
Oh.
It was on this other
Did you watch
media
that,
company
Donna? It
that's
was the
making
one
up-
where he was like really creepy, right?
And the acting
well, you
was
already
horrible.
said Netflix and Hulu, so I'll go with Paramount Plus. Apple TV, Apple TV.
Peacock?
Amazon?
Max.
There we go.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I
told
got it.
You did.
What was the show?
Well, The Idol.
That's
you may
right.
remember
That's
there was
right.
that terrible show, The Idol, that didn't even make
Lily
it the full
Rose
season.
Depp was on it, though, right?
Yeah.
She was, I mean, I think she's a great actress, but I'm glad that she moved past that. And, because it was really creepy and weird.
Okay, so did we get all the parts?
You did. Yeah, there were a lot of good parts and good actors in The Idol. I think just the whole idea was the problem, and Abel Tesfaye himself. But according to the blind item here, we told you both changes were terrible ideas when they happened. That being one, HBO Max going to just Max.
Oh,
And two, Abel Tesfaye changing, or The Weeknd changing his name to Abel Tesfaye. It's pretty ironic that both of those changes are being backtracked this week. Abel Tesfaye has recently come out and said, no, I think The Weeknd maybe is just having a rebirth and is
Okay.
not actually dead, like I may have said in the past.
Oh.
And also, HBO Max is like, oh, you remember when we were changing our name to Max 2 years ago? Yeah, just kidding. We're back to HBO Max.
That's great
we did
because
a victory lap in the office today because for whatever reason, it just drove us nuts that they changed that.
it's a brand that they've had forever that they have equity in, and then they called it Max, and we're like, this is stupid. So
What do you
they're
think?
back
Like,
to
I mean, I'm
HBO.
so interested coming from that industry. I never came from that side of the industry. I came from the more creative side and not like the corporate side. I'm so interested the behind the scenes of why they decided to go through these logo changes and the name changes. I really am curious, like who made that decision? I want to go to
Consultants.
Max.
Yeah, right? Like you think it's got to, I don't know, somebody like an agent. Is that an agency conversation?
consultant?
Or yeah, you do get the impression that it was in a boardroom or in an office that did not involve a lot of the creatives.
It's like
that were
with a
connected.
cigar and a martini.
Yeah.
It's Max.
Yes,
I'm feeling
out
it.
of touch.
I like Max.
Yes,
Take it to
out
the
of touch.
max. And then they said, you know
Definitely.
what? I'm sick of men. We don't want it to sound masculine. We need to bring it back to the females.
Lady Max.
Maxi pad.
Yeah, exactly. Or just
Yeah.
Maxi. And it's all
Yes.
pink.
Why? You know what? As a woman, I'm mad. It should be Maxi.
Maxi all the way.
You know what? Maybe it has to do with Ryan Reynolds and his company Maximum
Oh
Effort.
God. Oh,
You know,
there you go.
it all
Oh.
comes down to Ryan Reynolds at some point.
Girl. We
Let's
need
blame
to,
Ryan
like,
Reynolds.
Ooh,
I really hope
Done.
there's a Blake Lively Ryan Reynolds blind, and if there's not today, I just hope we get to talk about them at some point because I kind of feel like we're on the similar page.
we are on the same page. You were on a tear yesterday,
Oh, I'm
Donna,
always.
about the Conan O'Brien interview with Ryan Reynolds, saying he's only bullied one person in his life.
Yeah. Raise your hand if you've been bullied by Ryan Reynolds. I think all of us. I think we're doing a class action lawsuit against Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately, I don't have a blind, but I can bring up a conversation that was recently had because Scarlett Johansson, for the first time, has spoken about Ryan Reynolds in one way or the other and this whole Justin Baldoni situation because, of course, her latest film that she is getting her directorial debut on is debuting at Cannes, and she works with Wayfarer Studios on said film.
Oh, yes.
I
And she
love
was
it.
asked about it, and she just kind of she went the right route with it and said, oh, they've been wonderful to work with and very supportive. The timing has just been odd, I think she said.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it's probably unfortunate because I hope it's not going to take away from the movie. The movie itself actually sounds beautiful. I don't know if you guys have looked into the movie.
Hmm.
It's about, a story of a Holocaust survivor growing up, and June Squibb, like a very older woman. I think she's in her 90s, who's the lead
Yeah.
of the movie. It sounds like a beautiful movie, and I've always loved Scarlett Johansson, and
Yeah.
I love her take on this. It's kind of like above it. And I just still can't believe how diabolical Ryan Reynolds is that he shows up to his ex-wife's new husband's place of business for that SNL.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know, that was their
Yes.
first public appearance after this. I think he's cuckoo. But that's that's a deep dive.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
we're here. We're already in the hole with you.
Yeah.
I know. I can't get enough of how insane
Obsessed.
that story
Okay, can I
is.
just ask you really quickly?
Sure.
Do you think there's going to be a trial?
Yes.
Okay.
If things continue the way they are, there's no
Yeah.
sign of it stopping. I think there's too much ego involved on that side.
Yes.
And I don't see how Justin pulls away because he has nothing to lose. Literally, at this point, he has nothing to lose because all the money in the world is going towards it with his Wayfarer financer. He said,
Mhm.
I have money to throw at this. I do not want them to win. And Justin's career is in the toilet now. He has nothing. His name is gone. Poor thing. You know, she threw the sexual harassment words towards him and it's over.
Do you think that he'll come back though after if there is a trial and they find out that, they find her
Only
to
way, it's so sad, but the only way he can is if he wins that trial. He has to regain his credibility, and the only way he does is if he wins. And sadly, there will always be those people that don't believe him. It's like Karen Reed, that trial that's going on right now that I'm obsessed with. Even if she does get a not guilty sentence and gets acquitted, there will always be people that believe she is guilty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
right.
OJ Simpson. There's always going to be those people.
Which sort of makes your previous point that that's why he has nothing to lose because even winning is not completely winning.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's like it's just principle. It's like
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can't
he
just
has
go
to.
around and say things without proving the truth. And any man out there should be sensitive to this. It could happen to them. So like with the Nick Viles out there, the podcaster and the Bachelor guy,
Yeah,
it's just shocking how strong he is in the case because it's like it could happen to you.
for sure.
Any woman,
Yes.
any man can get that towards them. My husband's in the business. He's a camera operator on reality TV. And he always says, like, I set up interviews with these reality stars. Like, I always get nervous. What they could say that about me,
Yeah.
Very true.
Anyway,
You
sorry.
do have an inside track with
No,
your
for
husband
sure.
being a DP.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shooting Bachelor in Paradise right now.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
poor
Oh,
guy.
my
Really?
gosh.
Yeah.
Where
yeah.
is what can you tell us where they are? Or
They're in Costa
general?
Rica.
Okay.
And he
Beautiful.
told me the other day, he actually texted me and he said, I'm so tired. And I said, oh, are you?
You're like,
Are you?
please.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So
I
sorry.
said, it's Mother's Day tomorrow, and
Oh
I'm
my
here
God, he
with
did
the
not
two
call you-
kids.
No.
I'm so sorry you're
No.
tired.
He's like, I'll bring you back a souvenir.
Yeah, bring me a shell, a seashell.
I bet there's a lot of things that you just have to keep, that you can't talk about, that you know.
He actually doesn't tell me a lot because he doesn't want to get in trouble, and he knows me. And
Yeah.
he's like,
He's
"Let's
like,
just
she has a
hold."
YouTube channel. No.
Wow.
Love it.
Amazing.
Let's keep rolling on and do another one here as you guys are crushing the blinds today. The ex of this B-list actor from a very long-running TV show and a more recent streaming hit has been putting their kids in some terrible situations thanks to a new man in her life. The actor tried to make it work, but is going to be looking to take custody away from her. Now, I will say, of all the people involved in this, there's only one that you're going to get, and it's going to be that B-list actor from a very long-running TV show.
Okay.
So again, the ex of a B-list actor from a long-running TV show, emphasis on long, and a more recent streaming hit have been putting their kids in some terrible situations thanks to a new man in her life. The actor tried to make it work, but is going to be looking to get full custody.
The actor is a man or a woman?
Correct. The actor is a man.
Oh,
You said
B-list actor.
B-list actor of a long-running show. Is that a network show?
Yes.
Comedy?
No.
A network show. God, that's always hard for me.
I don't watch
Yeah,
any.
'cause-
Well,
I
a
know.
long-running TV show that's on a network, and then also a more recent streaming hit.
Okay, so a
Did it move to
twofer.
streaming?
No,
Is
two
same
separate
oh,
shows.
diff-
Always
two
been on
different
streaming.
shows.
These are two
Okay.
different shows.
Okay.
Was his long-running network show like a was it a like a CSI type of
Procedural, yeah.
crime type show?
Not a crime type show, no.
Doctor show.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is this a Grey's Anatomy
Oh,
star?
it's got to be Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So then a guy on who's
Is it McDreamy?
No.
well, 'cause
Okay.
he's still on the show, or
No, he's
this- I
gone,
honest-
and
oh,
now
he's
he's on a
gone.
streaming show.
got it.
I will say I don't honestly know. I haven't kept up. I watched the first couple of years, when I was in high school, and now it's 22
Oh my
years
God.
later. So I don't absolutely know if this guy is still on it or not. I just know
But
he
you
is
know
one
the
of the names
streamer.
tied to it.
Is it like
The streaming show is more recent, and it's only been a few years.
Oh, this is hard.
super popular streamer?
Very
Mm.
popular.
Okay, like current season underway.
Current season, I think, should be filming right now.
Well, it
Should be
can't
filming.
It can't be McSteamy because he's still with Rebecca Gayheart, his current wife.
Correct. It's not.
So we know it's
So it's not McDreamy,
We
it's
know
not
it's not
McSteamy.
McDreamy. So who else
Mhm.
is on that
God.
show?
I never watched that show, so
There's a
It's
reason why
the-
this is a B-list actor.
Okay.
Oh, this is a deep cut.
Okay. Well, it's the hottie. There's the hottie, Justin Chambers.
This
It
is a
couldn't be
hottie,
him.
but it's not Justin Chambers.
Who else was on that show?
Mm.
it's a good.
I mean, I'm
question.
watching it with my young son right now. There's George, but he's. I don't believe he.
Oh,
Likes
George
women.
Clooney?
No,
That's
PR Knight. I think he's gay. So I don't think he's
Yeah.
with women. Okay, wait. Let me think about men on that show. Oh no.
Okay, what about the streamer? You
The
said
streaming, yes.
they're currently filming
They're
the next
currently
season.
filming the next season of this hit streaming show.
Is it like a Max?
It is not.
Excuse me,
Okay.
HBO,
HBO.
Max.
We're back to that. No,
so
it's
it's
not.
not a White Lotus.
This one is a comedy
Okay.
from the same company that did Grey's Anatomy.
ABC.
It's under ABC's umbrella, under Disney's umbrella.
Oh,
You've
Oh.
got
Hulu.
Hulu.
okay.
Okay, so it's a
Hulu
Hulu
hit.
show. It's a Hulu hit.
It's actually
Hulu
been,
hit. There
been
is such a
su-
thing.
it's been such a Hulu hit, they moved it to ABC,
Oh,
They moved
sorry.
it.
starring 3 A-listers.
no.
Starring
Oh.
3 A-listers.
Yellowstone?
It's not
No.
that Karate
It's a comedy.
Kid. It's not Karate Kid.
Is
a
it
comedy.
about? Is it 3 men?
Nope. 2 men and a very good singing
Baby.
actress.
2 men and a baby. Wait,
Two
what'd you say?
men
2 men and a
singing
what?
Actress.
This
A
is the
singing actress.
second of 3 days you guys have struggled to reach this singing actress.
Oh my gosh, we did it yesterday?
2 days ago.
Oh no.
Singing actress.
are
we did
screaming
argue
at us.
right.
Billionaire.
Oh, Steve Martin Short, only
Selena
murders in a
Gomez.
building.
Gomez.
So that's the show that he was
Yes.
on, of
Oh, he
course,
was okay.
which is
Okay,
Only
he's
Murders
on
in the
Only Murders
Building.
in a Building right now.
He's on it.
So he
Yes.
was on Grey's Anatomy, but he's not a regular on Only Murders in the Building.
he's not really, I would say, a regular. No, in fact, I think he's a camera operator. So
What?
in that show, he was a camera
He
operator.
plays a camera operator in Only
Mhm.
Murders in a Building.
and the love interest of Selena Gomez,
Oh, that's
the
super
hot,
hot guy.
the hot-
super hot guy.
Yes.
Super hot
What is
guy.
his name?
Yes,
he's
with
so
the
hot.
eyes.
His
He's
eyes.
unbelievably attractive.
How
I-
are we
We can't
supposed to know his name?
You guys got
He's
there.
like, that's your job, ma'am.
Yeah.
This last time I brought him up,
Sorry.
Bradley, you know him. Jesse Williams.
Jesse Williams. Oh,
is his name.
Well,
he
read-
is
Oh,
the
Cardi-
most beautiful.
He is such an attractive man.
Yeah.
fill
He
in
is
the blind for us.
gorgeous.
He is so gorgeous. Okay, I'll move over to our love for Jesse Williams here in a second, but he should be more than
That's right.
B-list just because of his attractiveness.
Exactly.
Jesse Williams, who of course was from Grey's Anatomy, has also had more
Gorgeous.
recently been on Only Murders in the Building. He is has an ex who's been putting their kids in very terrible situations thanks to a new man in her life. Jesse Williams is now going to do everything he can to take custody from her. This is the second time we've heard some smoke and rumblings around this situation where
Oh.
she's it hasn't been a great
Who's the girl?
I do not recall her name.
Well,
So
I don't
she
think
is
he was
not-
in the
Jesse
celebrity.
Can get some good attorneys there.
Yeah.
He's got to be making some cash after Grey's Anatomy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
And I hope he comes back to Only Murders.
Yeah,
Definitely.
go get them, Jesse. Go get your kids.
Yeah, come on. Wow.
So there you go. Yeah, I think that is all we have on that one. Because again, I don't think his ex, I don't believe, was of a celebrity.
She's a
level there.
normie.
But yes, exactly.
Okay.
Donna, you absolutely crushed it today.
Oh my
Donna!
gosh, hardly.
It flew by. Oh my God, you nailed it right out of the gate.
Very good.
Tried.
Tell us how to find you. Tell our listeners and viewers how to find you if they don't know.
Well, you're going to find me watching Grey's Anatomy my morning through night now, and with flashcards learning everyone's name. I am on, well, if you're on YouTube and you like YouTube, I am on YouTube Monday through Friday. I go live every single morning at 11-ish a.m. Pacific time on Daily Dose of Donna. And I cover everything pop culture, reality TV, but I'm really obsessed with the Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds story. I'm obsessed with trials. So I do Karen Reed, Diddy. And then I also have the same episodes every day on Apple and Spotify. And I'm also on Instagram and TikTok doing all my deep dives.
Awesome. Donna Bowling, thank you so much for joining us on Blinded by the Item, which you can listen to on MyTalk on the radio Monday through Friday. We're also wherever you get podcasts. Like and subscribe and download them. Leave us a review. And of course, you can watch this all happen visually and with Premiere, which I think is about 4 o'clock Central. But catch us on our YouTube channel. It's called
Blinded by the Item.
MyTalk 1071. Everything entertainment.
Blinded by the item.